kwa mmadụ n'ọkwụnụma onye mee nke ọma ebunye ya elu si ya jide nke o ji na-aga n'iru biko ka anyị gbakọ kịta wee kene na Eze-Ana Eze-Ana ga-adị Eze-Ana ugochitubelu nwoke ọma na oraifite ị ga-adị ọdịnala bụ eziokwu ọdịnala bụ ụzọ ndụ ịma na o nwere olu na-eti mkpu na-asị ụmụ Igbo chigharịa ụmụ Igbo chigharịa kwa mbọsị ọ na-eti n'ụtụtụ n'abalị ọ nọ na nkuzi Eze-Ana Eze-Ana ugochitubelu onye ọma na oraifite onye mgbasa ozi ọma ọdịnala gaba n'iru Eze-Ana ugochitubelu onye mmanye je eme ọnụ ọdịnala bụ ụzọ ndụ gaba n'iru Eze-Ana ugochitubelu onye ọma na oraifite onye mgbasa ozi ọma ọdịnala gaba n'iru Eze-Ana ugochitubelu onye mmanye je eme ọnụ ọdịnala bụ ụzọ ndụ gaba n'iru Eze-Ana ga-adị ugochitubelu ga-adị ugochitubelu tempụl ọ ya adị maka na eziokwu anwa chacha ndị ụka erigo anyị front and back ndị oche eri anyị front and back fọdụ asị kala aka ghọrị ụmụ Igbo si anyị rapụ nke anyị na nke fe ka mma bulu Baịbụl bịa akwụkwọ akụkọ mepekwa chọọchị fa okwu n'ụka bịakwa.
Good morning, viewers all over the world. I remain here faithful, Ogbuefi Eze-Ana ugochitubelu. For those of you that are joining us today on our program, the Hour of Truth, we are here to tell you and nothing but the truth. My names are Ogbuefi Eze-Ana ugochitubelu. Abụ m onye isi nchụaja n'Ugochitubelu na temple. Anyị na-agba afa in spiritual findings, deep one, and offer other spiritual services. You can join us. If you are joining us, we welcome you all. Also, abụ m onye isi nchụaja n'Ugochitubelu na temple. Dịka isi wee malụ, anyị na-agba afa na-alụkwa ọrụ mmụọ ndị ọzọ dị iche iche. Bụrụkwazị onye isi nchụaja n'ọdịnala Restoration Evangelical Mission. So you can call me an evangelist. I will answer. My mission is to help people live better life. Today's topic is all you need to know about consultation. Afa. All you need to know about consultation. Afa. Ihe niile ị kwesịrị ịma gbasara ịgba afa n'Igbo spirituality. Ka anyị gabazie n'ihu na nkụzi anyị ji bịa. Mana before anyị mee nke ọkwa dị mkpa. Echefuna na aja anyị na-achụ kwa ọnwa nke ọnwa July na-aga n'ihu. Ị nwere ike isonye na aja ebe ọbụla nọ na-asọtụ ụwa dum. Distance abụrụ ebara ya maka na ike Chukwu zuru ebe niile. Na aja anyị na-achụ na temple. Enwe onye ọbụla under the sun nwere ike isonye. N'isi ụtụtụ ejego ori m na temple chụọ aja gọọ ọfọ kwupi okwu n'isi ndị niile sonyela anyị. Then na nchịkọta ụbọchị ikpeazụ nke ọnwa ije na mmiri chụọ aja mee saraka n'aha mmadụ dum. Gbagotara temple chụọ aja to entities of powers. Then offer sacrifice of ram ebulu. On behalf of all, I can tell you we have lots of testimonies. This monthly ritual started almost 3 years ago, and I can tell you there's lots of testimonies. But you know what? We don't share testimonies on social media or on Ezeoku TV because it's not necessary. But I can tell you there is power in this group rituals. Let's proceed. If you are interested or have any question to today's lecture, Send message on my WhatsApp number 0805 7837672. I repeat 0805 7837672. Let's proceed. The only thing they can do is to share this link, invite your friends and well-wishers so that they will know the totality about consultation. I can tell you will learn a lot. We have 3 quotations we give you today for you to know everything you're supposed to know concerning Emafa. Yes, we cite so many quotations like the book of Proverbs, we cite a book of Samuel, we cite, and so many, 3 of them, just to buttress our points. So, number you take to get me is 0805 7837672. 0805 7837672 or 0813 8243 871. 0813 8243 871. Let's proceed. What is consultation? Let me tell you, some people normally, some people will tell you, is there any true Alpha? Is there any true Alpha anywhere? Is it possible? This and that. Let me tell you, consultation has been in existence from time immemorial. What is consultation is all about? Consultation is ability of man to do the findings in the great beyond, to know the standing of every particular individual or things. Consultation will reveal what happened in the long past, reveal present, and reveal what is going to happen in the future if all things are equal. However, in consultation, what consultation is, we reveal or tell you about the past, is for you to know the past happenings and know how you can do restitution, reparation in order to remedy the wrongs of the past. Then tell you the present standing of your alignment and their spiritual forces and what the spiritual forces have decided upon your lives. However, you can actually turn it around. Why Alpha is revealing to you what is about to happen, is for you to take precaution and do 1 or 2 in order to avert it. The truth of the matter is that the present determines the future. So if you don't like what is there in the spiritual realm awaits you, you can actually do 1 or 2 in order to avert it. Let me give you an example. Whenever we are in rainy season now, July, if you, for any reason, you have an event you want to organize now in July, the precaution is that you make provision for rain makers. If you are into rain making, what you have to do is to put your things in order. Then, only when you cook your chumri, you are mmiri. Imalugo ebe ị ga-ahang ya okuku. Imalugo all the leaves ị ga-eweta ọfọ gị. Debe mkpume mmiri gị. Then weta all the necessary leaves ị ga-eji wee na-akwa ọkụ. Example those ihe ndị mma mara like akwụkwọ ụkpaka. You know, ụkpaka leaf is too tiny. You cannot use it to wrap anything. So ụkpaka leaf is one of the leaves. Yes, you put it on the fire. The smoke will be going via the okuku and will be going up to the crown. What you are trying to do is to appease the rain-making spirits. Yes, because there is spirits that are in charge of rain fall. Yes. So what you are trying to do is to appease them in order to disperse the rain that already there. The appealing you are doing can make those rain to go away for a while. Yes. Or maybe to fall somewhere else. Or to go away for a while. We'll be holding it. We'll be holding it. Pending when your celebration is over. Maybe by the time you are doing your celebration from in the afternoon, you have been doing all those what is supposed and needful. Maybe around 6 o'clock is over. Your occasion is over. Then you can let go. So those things are possible. Yeah, so what Alpha does is to tell you the standing of things in the spiritual realm. Alpha is all about consulting the medium, the other divine, the other side of the world, which you cannot see with your crocodile eyes, with your 2 naked eyes. But those things exist because the spiritual control the physical. Ndị Igbo na-atụ n'ilu sị onye na-akpa na be dibịa ada nwugbo. Reason bụ na before some certain things happen, you will be warned that look, this is what is about to happen. Yes. So maka ndị Igbo na-atụ ilu n'esi na-asị eze onye agwana m na-ebu nso n'ọgụ n'akụkụ ụmụnne ya. So if you're a type that you don't want somebody to prefer solution to you, or to give you advice, or to tell you what you don't know, you're about to make some mistakes. So Alpha has been in existence from time immemorial. Let me cite examples. We will see read it from the Bible. Do you know why I normally cite Bible, make Bible references? I know some of you will be saying, are you not a Dibia? Yes, I'm a Dibia. I'm a traditionalist to the core. Some people will be saying, why is it that I normally make reference to Bible? Do you know why? I have read so many books. And me, as a person, I'm a theologian. Yes. So I was properly trained based on Bible stuff. However, because I used to be a Bible scholar, I understand the beginning and the end of the Bible. Yes. So why I normally make use with the Bible reference is this. If I make reference to the Bible reference, is what you are used to. I can start quoting other spiritual books. I can start quoting Holy Incoming for you. Yes. I can start quoting other spiritual books because you have not read them. So what is the essence of quoting those books which you have not read? You might not agree with me. So, and I agree and I understand that 80% of my audience have come across Bible. So pay attention. I will give you quotations where Alpha is mentioned in the Bible. Number 1, we read Samuel. Reading Samuel, we read other others. We tell you the story of Jonah. Yes, Jonah. You remember what happened between Jonah and his casemen. Let me tell you this before we read. Jonah is a called one. But for many reasons, Jonah refuses to go the message sent to him. His core job is to go and evangelize. The way I'm doing now. My mission is as a priest is to propagate, to evangelize. That's why some people call me an evangelist. So my mission is, once I receive the message, my mission is to come and tell you. What you do with the message is your own total cup of tea. Are you following? So the same thing happened to Jonah. Jonah was instructed to go and pass this message to people of Nineveh. But Jonah refused for reason best known to him. He said, these people deserve to die because of their ignorance and the stubbornness. He refused. The message came to him many times. He refused. Later, he decided to run away, thinking that he can run away from the calling. The same thing that is happening to you that is listening to me now. Most of you are called, but you refuse to answer your call because of one reason or the other. And you think you can run away from your calling. Believe in me, it will be very difficult for you to run away from your calling and still remain happy here on earth. The same thing happened to Jonah. So Jonah entered the boat. Jonah entered the boat, wanted to run away. But what happened? Then he entered the boat, but something tragic happened. Something so terrifying, so terrible, that this Ebunimiri, unquiet moment, they began to express unquiet moments while traveling on the sea. So the occupant of that particular ship says that this particular trouble they are facing now is so unique. It's not uncommon, they used to say, that someone must have provoked God. And they decided on their own because they understand how things work. They are so intelligent. And now they decided, let's consult Alpha. In Alpha, there were so many ways. We have so many ways of consulting Alpha. And in Alpha, you can use many objects. In Alpha system, we have the one we call Afugiri. We have the one we call Afandimiri. We have the ones we call Afeta. We have the one we call Afa Egayo. We have the one we call Afoji. We have the one we call Afuche. And with so many ways in Afa. But the bottom line is the ability of the seer to connect to the great beyond, to connect to the other divine, the spiritual world, to extract information for the spirit to resonate, to call upon the spirits on the other divine, to reveal to mankind, to the living, what is obtainable, what is happening in the spiritual realm. That is what Alpha is all about. So not everybody has actually the gift. And the Alpha has so many ways of communicating. There is some Alpha that will speak to your hearing, of even the person that is consulting the Alpha and even you, the visitor. There is some Alpha that will communicate solely to the intermediary, to the spiritualist. There is just some Alpha that will speak to the hearing. There is some Alpha that will be happening as if it's happening like picture, like video. There is some Alpha that will come in dreams. There is some Alpha that will come intuition. Then what we call intuition perception. The voice, inner voice, talking. People that are following me, I told you there's one person that came to my chamber the other time. Before he came, I was pre-informed by my entities that so person is coming. That the reason for his coming is that he is facing some challenges. And for his mind, he thought that somebody must have doing charm, using charm on him. That is for him, he thought that was the case. But on my dream, I was told that this man is coming from Imo State. That if he comes, that his problem is as a result of the abomination he committed in the past. That we should first of all talk about Ocho and Dalo. That once that one is faced, then let him align with his chief, that he shall be well with him. And it happened that way. On that fateful day, one man came. And immediately the man came, the voice now told me, this is the man I told you about. So, and I asked the man, what do you want? Is it consultation or counseling? You know, in the temple, our counseling is free, but consultation you must pay. Yes. So, he said, already I know why he came. Because I was pre-informed by my forces. So, but for the fact that he said he came for Alpha. Now, even if I decide to give him the message accurately, he will not appreciate it. Because he's for his mind. He had already made up his mind that he came for Alpha. So I welcomed him to my chamber. He paid normal the consultation fee. Now, for me, I already know why he's there. But so to fulfill all righteousness, I did the consultation. And when I casted the Alpha told me, remember, this is the man I was told. Now, before I now revealed the whole thing, he was surprised. He was like, asking me, how do I know? But I was pre-informed. That is Alpha. Yes. There is other Alpha, type of Alpha, you can call it prophetic administration. That the one the pastors normally use. Yes. Some gifted pastors can actually call you maybe after praise and worship. It's okay, hold it there. The man on the third row sits with yellow shirt, please come over. He'll start giving you messages. That one is also Alpha, is prophetic. So it's also another type of Alpha. Because the message he's about to give you after that particular administration, if you call him again, he might not even remember. I remember a fateful day. After I've just finished doing the work for the day. So I was informed that 2 ladies are waiting for me. So I came and I asked them. They said it's them, that 2 of them that is coming in, that they came together. I said, okay, I welcome them into my chamber. Immediately I raised my Alpha object. I was told immediately that the person I want to cast Alpha for, that she's a reverend sister. And now I dropped my Alpha object and now asked her, are you a reverend sister? She said yes. She now asked me, how do I know? Because they are on mufti. So that is Alpha. So Alpha is ability to connect yourself to the beyond, to the medium spirits, for them to tell you what you don't know. So Alpha is real. The only problem is that Alpha will always tell you the truth. But the problem may come from the interpreter, the medium person, the medium man, the person that is consulted. Now, if there is error in Alpha message, attribute it to the person that consulted the medium, not the spirits. The spirits can never tell lies. But the interpretation, the ability to convey the message to your visitor, you might make an error. The same way some interpreter. I remember those days when we used to have white Reverend Father from Vicentian priest in my town. That time I remember that our catechist used to interpret. At a stage we now began to notice some frowns, some errors from his interpretation. So there can be error, but that error is from the person that is giving you, interpreting the Alpha language. Yes. So that is it. The truth of the matter is that sometimes Alpha want to speak to you. He might be speaking in a language that you don't understand. It is the duty of the intermediary, the person, the spiritualist, to reveal it explain it in the way you understand. Yes. So Alpha has been in existence from time immemorial. And I will still tell you where Saul, former King Paul in the Bible, consulted the Alpha. So these people that are traveling with Jonah, they decided to do what we call ituoku. Now Alpha, there's what we call ituoku. Especially when there is, you want to find out Alpha that is multiple Alpha that consult, has involved more than 2 people. Ikogu, example, na-ekesi eme ebe a na-akọ ogu, ọ bụrụ na o nwere ihe a na-achọ achọ, ị nwere ike iweta a leaf or a stem of anything, living thing. Iweta ya closer to your mouth, say, aha m bụ Ifeanyi Okeke. Yes, you talk it to the with that thing. Iwere aja, wosa aka ni were aja wosa na ya. Si anya atụ na-asị, were aja aka ebe tụsa na ya. Imesia ye tu were towa ya. This one represent Ifeanyi Okeke. The next person will his own do the same thing kwa afia were aja wosia. Si ọnwụ na esi asa aja anagide gị. Etu atụsa were aka ni were aka ebe tụsa. Idekwa ya own. Now, emesia like that, a fencer. Onye na-agbazi afa weruzie ihe o nwere ike decide ya. Nwa afa na ihe ọ chọrọ ọgwụ na ọka asị this lots. Ka onye ọ bụ na ọnya ka ihe ama. Ka that lot je tatado inu that ahịa nwa represent ahụ onye ahụ. Example ka nyere gị. We have lots of ways we can adakpọ ya ifenza ma ọ bụ itu ogu in Alpha system. So something similar is what they did in that boat, and the thing fell on Jonah. And behold, Jonah happens to be the one that attracted that anger of the spirits. So at the end of the day, they find that it's Jonah. And that Alpha was correct. What they did is that they threw Jonah back to the river. And every challenges that are facing their ship stopped. And there was calm. So we are told that big fish, probably dolphin, swallowed Jonah. To show you that there is the power of God in the whole process. He stayed in the fish belly for 3 days. for fish to travel into a far distance where place is going, called Nineveh. So what I want to pick there is the Alpha. So please read number 1 for us.
Proverbs 16 verse 33. The lot is cast into the lap, but the whole disposing thereof is of the Lord.
Thank you. You know, in Alpha system, I now Alpha Mpara. Here the object of all age of Alpha. I now we Mpara. This is the lap. All na if ever na agba Alpha, ọ bụ na onye nọ n'ute, ifu na ọwa na ọ nọrọ n'ute, ifu na ọwa Alpha Mpara, the wokwe to then cast the lots. Lots with those things o ji agba Alpha. Ka ọ wụ ya na ọ na Proverbs 16:33 ọ sị na ewere ihe eji agba afa wee kasịa the lots. Na etu the lots ga-esi wee tọn na ihe ọ ga-ereveal bụ n'aka Chukwu ka ọ dị, n'aka ụmụ mmụọ ka ọ dị. Ịghọtara ya? Na etu ọ ga-esi na ọwụ na awọ dị afa, na etu dị afa ga-ereveal those lots mụrụ ihe ọwụrụ na whatever ọ ga-ereveal bụ n'aka ụmụ mmụọ, na ụmụ mmụọ ga-ereveal ihe a chọrọ ka a kọnzọtụ ha. O nwere ihe na-aghọta. So ọ bụrụ taa ka afa dịbara ihe a Proverbs 16:33 to show you na afa has been in existence. Go on, the second reading.
Jonah chapter 1 verse 4 to 15. But the Lord sent a strong wind on the sea, and the storm was so violent that the boat was in danger of breaking up. Verse 5. The sailors were terrified and cried out for help, each one to his own God. Then, in order to lessen the danger, they threw the cargo overboard. Meanwhile, Jonah had gone below and was lying in the boat's head, sound asleep. Verse 6. The captain found out that Jonah is sleeping, went there and asked him, "Are you asleep? Get up and pray to your own God for help. Maybe he will free us and spare our lives." Verse 7. The sailors said to each other, "Let's draw lots and find out who is to be blamed for getting us into this danger." They did so, and Jonah's name was mentioned. Verse 8. So they said to him, "Now tell us, who is to be blamed for this? What are you doing here? What country did you come from? And what is your nationality?" Verse 9. "I'm a Hebrew." Jonah answered, "I worship the Lord, the God of heaven, who made land and sea." Verse 10. Jonah went on to tell them that he was running away from the Lord. The sailors were terrified and said to him, "That was an awful thing to do." Verse 11. The storm was getting worse all the time. So the sailors asked him, "What should we do to you to stop this storm?" Jonah answered, "Throw me into the sea and it will calm down. I know it is my fault that you are caught in this violent storm." Verse 13. Instead, the sailors tried to get the ship back to the land, but all their efforts. So they cried out to the Lord, "O Lord, we pray, don't punish us with death for taking this man's life, O Lord." Then they picked Jonah up and threw him into the sea, and it calmed down at once. This made these sailors to be afraid of the Lord, and they offered a sacrifice and a vow to him. Verse 17. At the Lord's command, a large fish to swallow Jonah, and he was inside the fish belly for 3 days and 3 nights.
Okay, thank you. You all had what the quotation from Jonah, book of Jonah, chapter 1. So what I'm telling you is this: you can see that the lot was cast, and the thing fell on Jonah. The Jonah name was mentioned. Are you following? So that is Alpha. Then read the third one concerning Samuel. What happened? Listen and attentively and pay attention. You will learn something.
1 Samuel chapter 28, verse 11 to 17. Whom shall I call upon for you? The woman asked. Samuel, he answered. Verse 12. When the woman saw Samuel, he screamed and said to Saul, Why have you tricked me? You are a king. Verse 13. Don't be afraid. The king said to her, What do you see? I see a spirit coming up from the earth, she answered. Verse 14. What does it look like? He asked. It is an old man coming up, she answered. He is wearing a cloak. Then Saul knew that it was Samuel, and he bowed down to the ground in respect. 15. Samuel said to Saul, Why have you disturbed me? Why did you make me come back? Saul answered, I am in great trouble. The Philistines are at war with me, and God has abandoned me. He doesn't answer me anymore, either by prophet or by dreams. And so I have called you, for you to tell me what I must do.
So, you had all. Saul was a king, and things began to go wrong. And he disguised himself. Yes, he did not. He visited the woman, trying to hide his identity as a king. And when the woman began to do the consultation, he found out that who visited him is not ordinary man, that he was a king. He's a king. He now said, son, why do you deceive me? You are a king. And now promised the woman that he should not be afraid. He should tell him everything that happened. And now saw Samuel. Samuel was like, Saul, why are you disturbing me in my resting place? He began to tell him everything. He said, Saul now begin to beg Samuel that he is here to search for solution to what that is happening to his kingdom. That the people of Philistine are fighting him. Are you following? And the Lord have abandoned him because of his sinful nature. So I don't know what you are passing through. I can tell you that what I just read happens thousands of years ago. So you can see that Alpha did not start today. Consulting Alpha did not start today. But the problem people of nowadays are facing is this. Sometimes you already presume or have some certain things you have on your mind, thinking that that thing is what Alpha will reveal. But maybe that is not the core problem you are facing. And Alpha will be telling you what you need to do. Sometimes some people will be coming to Alpha. The other guy told me the other day that his father is on stroke, and this one. For him, he believed that he's their uncle is after their father. He believed that what is happening to his family is maybe from the uncle. You already have this mindset that is negative. So even if the person comes and they consult the Alpha and find out that actually what the cause of the problem is not even from the uncle, he might not believe you, because his mind is already made up that his uncle is the one behind the father's sickness. So what I can advise you is that whenever you are coming to Alpha, come with open mind. Come with open mind and be willing to do what Alpha asks you to do. After consulting Alpha, you don't have money to do what Alpha asks you to do. Please pay attention during your spiritual exercise so that you will always know what you can be doing in order not to aggravate things. Let me give you an example. Do you know Alpha? Alpha is like spiritual lab. In fact, Alpha is spiritual lab. The way, example, you have ulcer. Or you are diabetic. You went to hospital. After test analysis, the doctor find out that you have ulcer and you are diabetic. Now, if you have money to treat yourself, you will now tell the doctor what to do. What must you do? The doctor will now tell you, okay, if you are ready, let's prescribe some medication for you, and you must avoid this, that, this social diet, social drinks. Are you following? So the doctor will prescribe all these things. Now, if you have money, you go on the medication. Then if you don't have money, let me give you what you will do. That's why I asked you to consult Alpha. If at the end of the day, what Alpha prescribe, you don't have the money. But why it's important for you to consult Alpha is for you to find out that you have, example, you have spiritual diabetic. You are diabetic spiritually. Or you have ulcer spiritually. Example, So by consulting Afa, you already know, for the fact that you are diabetic, you know the type of food you will avoid. You know nobody should tell you that you should avoid anything sugar, unnatural sugar. Now nobody will tell you if you are ulcer. Nobody should tell you that you should avoid drinks or anything that have gas, or you should try to always eat at the right time. By so doing, you will see that their problem will not be getting worse. But had even you did not consult, go to hospital, you don't know that even you have diabetic, you have ulcer. You will keep eating those things that will keep on aggravating the whole thing and making the whole thing worse. So what Afa does is to reveal to you what is happening in the spiritual realm. So if the condition you are at that present time, so if you don't want it to continue, you avoid those things that will aggravate them. Example, if you're a time that is, you always have joy sleeping with somebody's wife, and after the view that sleeping with somebody's wife is an abominable act. So for you to make things lesser for you, what you should do is to avoid sleeping with somebody's wife. Avoid those abominable acts. It will make your condition not to keep getting higher and higher. It's so that you don't have money to go and do the cleansing and eboalo for what you have done. But the Alpha revelation will make you not to go that way any longer, pending when you have money to do the needful. But had it been the not consult Alpha, you will not know that the Alunocho and the abominable things you have done in the past is haunting you. Maybe you will keep on going on that road, and the problem will keep on compounding. Are you following? So Alpha is just to tell you what is there. And let me sound this one before I close. Even if Alpha said you will be great, you have to work hard to make that greatness in you to manifest. Even if Alpha said no one would know again, oh, what he na agba mmadụ ịgba mmadụ onwe. Ọ bụgo na ọnwụ na-ada n'ụzọ gị, o nwere ihe a ga-eme to reverse it. So whether what is in your front is negative or positive, he can actually do something. If it's negative, he can do something to turn it around. If it's positive, he can do something to make it happen faster. So Alpha is just to tell you what is there in your front. So he left for you to allow that negative thing mentioned in the Alpha to happen, or to make something for that positive thing that is in your heart to come to reality. So Alpha, if Alpha says you'll be great, that does not mean that you go and fold your hand waiting for that greatness to just fall. Yes, no food for a lazy man. So Alpha is just to give you direction. Yes, if after Alpha you don't have money, don't keep quiet. At least you know where to channel your prayers. If you are doing spiritual exercise, even if you have cola, you tell him, my ancestors, I'm so novice, I'm novice. I don't even know that all 1 or 2 or 3 I did in the past was so long. Please have mercy on me, make up. At least you have already know where your challenges is coming from, where to channel your prayers. He make everything to be softer. Let me stop here. Sometimes some people will be telling you, why is it that we charge in Alpha? Yes. Why won't we charge? The truth of the matter is that why we charge too. Our forefathers did Alpha for almost free. But did he make people to appreciate him? At least my own forefathers did Alpha free of charge and with less money. At the end of the day, people did not even appreciate it. People say abandon the way of life and follow Ndana, the white man religion. Are you following? And even if you do something free, people will not even say appreciate it. People will say not appreciate it. So, because of that, if you ask a chalk, I did catch you on where you work, call it workshop. Where you work is where you chop from. So even if you do Alpha free, people will still not appreciate it. So our hand works brings what we eat. So if Libya is a do construction for you, he makes ends meet from the work of his hands. So he cannot expect a specialist to do it free. Even if some people will be quoting our forefathers did it free. Even if our forefathers did it free, people still castigate them. People will still say, because our forefathers did those things and they died poor. People still use that poverty to mock them. Nowadays, Dibias should be paid for consultation because a Dibia is a calling, a pastor is a calling. Now, if a Dibia is not collecting money and he lives so poor, the pastor on the pulpit will still be castigating him, saying he's so poor, he lives like he's God. They will use him to mock our fathers. So nowadays, our people doing traditional to collect money so that they will still be neat, like the pastors, so that the pastors will not use it again to mock them, because our forefathers did free and they were mocked. So that method should stop. Yes. However, like me, I charge for my alpha, but I use the money I make from alpha to do other charity. Yes, in other words, if I charge for my alpha, I'll get money to feed myself, to take care of my responsibility. I'll still use money I get from the alpha to take care of the less privileged. I run a foundation, I run charity organization, I use money from there to pay. I run my evangelical mission. I have a Zoko TV, I spend huge amount of money every month. That is where I get the money. I'm not a magician. So all these things is, so this is some percentage, whoever that is doing spiritual work for you will remove for charity and evangelization. That's exactly what I did. So even if you go to churches, they have way of people contributing money here and there for evangelical. So don't expect Dibia to be doing free alpha. Even if the person did free alpha for you, you people will not still appreciate it. However, there are still some people that their condition is so deep that from time to time I do free alpha for them. You are not the one that will tell me to do free alpha for you. Once you deserve free alpha, the spirit will tell me there is this person that is coming to your place, he doesn't have money, but please do alpha for him, for the person. I will do. So you are not the one that will be telling the person, as the spirit leads, the person will do it for you. So then the price they charge for alpha differ from one Dibia to another. Depends on how the person structured it. Like my own. Some of the money that's percentage from the alpha goes to charity and our evangelical. Let me stop here. So now you know that alpha has been in existence from the time of our fathers. So always consult alpha. Yes. And sometimes you look for somebody Yachi and your spiritual forces accepted. Yes. So consult Yachi. Tell Yachi that you want to consult alpha, that it should lead you to the right person, that your mind and the person's mind will be in harmony. By so you will get the right results. Let me stop here. If you have any question in today's lecture, or you want us to do consultation, deep alpha for you, alpha meaning, send message to me. Or you have any question to this message, send message to me. 0805 7837 672. I repeat, 0805 7837 672 or 0813 8243 871. I repeat, 0813 8243 871. Upon on web road may the blessing of the Most High be with us and abide with us now and forevermore. Yeah, guys.